Hey everyone, Dr. Shawn here, and it's time for another cannabis product review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Ruxton, which is a hybrid strain offering from Broken Coast LP. So Broken Coast is a licensed producer and they are located in Vancouver Island. Apparently they grow all their strains indoors in very specific, strain-specific rooms. So there's a lot of attention to detail. It seems like things like the trimming and harvesting is all done by hand. Goes through a lot of purity testing, and they're very proud of their BC roots. So it sounds like a great LP. And one of the reasons I decided to do the review on Ruxton is that in preparation for a cannabis education seminar I was doing, I went on to Reddit just to discover what are some of the top strains that people are talking about on the OCS. And Ruxton is one that just kept on coming up in the top 3 strains available on the OCS. So I thought I'd give it a try, and here I am doing the review. And these are my experiences, so everyone's going to have a different experience with a strain, but hopefully I can offer some of my expertise and insight into this strain. So Ruxton is a hybrid, meaning that it is genetically, it's a combination of an indica and a sativa. They're saying that it's more sativa dominant, so actually on the container here, this is the container, you'll see that it says it's 30% indica and 70% sativa. So just a really brief background on indica and sativa. To really summarize it, indicas are usually more of a body high kind of experience from an indica strain. Usually more for evening use. They tend to make people feel very relaxed and sometimes sleepy, whereas sativas classically are more of a daytime use energetic strain, not so much of a body high, more of a cerebral effect. So this has a combination of both. Harvest has 22% THC, but if you go onto the OCS landing page for Ruxton, they say it could be as high as 25%. So anything really above 20% would categorize it as a quite high THC level. And there's not really any CBD to speak of in this strain. It's locked in at a 0.03% CBD. So you're mainly dealing with the THC and some of the unique chemical components of the strain, like the terpenes and other cannabinoids within the strain. This is a very memorable strain. Right at the get-go, even before opening this up, you could already smell it. It's so pungent. It just fills the room with the smell of cannabis. Now when you smell it more sort of specifically, you can really pick up on the main things that I pick up on are the piney smell of it, for sure. So you know it's got a good amount of alpha pinene in there. And it's got sort of this diesel-y smell, which you'll find with some indicas and OGs, like sour OG. A famous one would be sour diesel. Now that diesel-y smell is a mixture of different terpenes, but definitely some beta-myrcene in there. There could be some humulene, caryophyllene, which gives it sort of a spicy scent. So there's really heavy note-forward terpenes in this, which I like. I like really smelly cannabis because you know that it's got lots of really strong terpenes in there. So my experience with this was that it's like a warm lead blanket being thrown up. So it really packs a punch, guys. If you're new to cannabis, take it really easy and slow with this one. You might only need a puff or 2 at first. So take it slow and steady because it's quite potent. When I tried this strain, I felt a really deep, heavy relaxation come upon me within about 5 to 10 minutes of smoking it. and that effect lasted well into like 90 to 120 minutes, so like an hour and a half to 2 hours after smoking it. So yeah, it gave me this really strong body high sensation, very relaxed, like huge muscle relaxation in Ruxton, which is great for certain things. So I would definitely recommend this for sleep and pain relief. But if you're looking for something that's going to kind of keep you going throughout the evening or daytime, this is probably not the right strain for that. At least I didn't find it to be. There's other strains out there that will kind of give a more sort of energetic high. MK Ultra is one that I reviewed that just seems to, while having the body effect, it also doesn't make you too sleepy. This one just like pulverizes you in the best way possible. A good thing about it is I didn't find any of the negative effects from high THC levels with this one, like the paranoia or anxiety. It didn't even have so much of an appetite stimulant property to it. Yeah, there was a bit of a dry mouth, dry eye feeling that you get from it and from many strains that have high THC levels, but it wasn't unpleasant at all. The experience. It was just really sort of relaxing, which is fantastic for nighttime use. The smoking experience of it was really nice, whereas some other strains can be quite harsh. This one was really smooth, had a good flavor to it, and the buds too, like if you look at it, they're very impressive looking. They look very healthy. There's not too much like crumbly stuff in there, so the LP has done a good job with growing this strain, and that's to Broken Coast's praise, basically. And it comes at a bit of a higher price point. It's about $14 per gram, so really the question is it worth it? And I would say at least it's worth it to try, because there's a lot of strains out there that, they all kind of taste and feel the same, and every once in a while you come across one that kind of stays in your memory, like it was kind of a different experience, and that's Ruxton. I would say that sort of deep, heavy relaxation was something that I don't experience too often from the strains out on the OCS, so from that perspective it was quite memorable. I'll probably order it again. I would say try it out. If you are newish to cannabis, really take it easy with this one. I would say, take one sort of puff if you're using it in a vaporizer or a joint or a bong, and wait like 5 to 10 minutes before you go any further, just to see what that effect will be. Because when you're dealing with something of such high potency, it could be very easy to take too much of it. Enjoy responsibly, and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Please subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed that review, and I'll be back with another review for you shortly.